doesn't capture. Hey, doesn't matter.
It don't matter what they say, we gon' talk anyway. Bell rings, mic check, let the real ones play. From the legends to the new blood climbing the ladder. Welcome to the show, it doesn't matter. Notorious Dome set the tone, main event status. BDC bring a fire, every take savage. Strap facts with the knowledge, history splatter. Poppy planting a wild card, say it loud, it doesn't matter. No filter, no bias. This is the It Doesn't Matter podcast.
We're back. What's going on, guys? Tonight, we're taking it back to NXT 2016. NXT TakeOver, the end. We got Ringside, Platano, Strapfax, BDC, and myself. Ringside, this is your choice. Why did you choose NXT TakeOver, the end?
Why would I choose anything besides an NXT show? Why? I can't. That's it. It's my gimmick. I got to do it.
All right. I was kind of confused watching this. I was like, wait a minute. Like, this is the first time these guys happened? Like, wait, what are you in the champion? Because I remember we did, what was it? TakeOver Chicago. Chicago. That was in 2017. I'm like, damn, like, they just had their first title defense, all this stuff like that. I was all over the place, but whatever. We're going to talk about, does this show matter? You know how we do. Well, you got Corey Graves and Tom Phillips on commentary, and your opening match, we have Ty Dillinger, the perfect 10. And he is taking on the debut, Andrade, Cien, Almas.
El ídolo.
Man, he looked different.
He looks so different.
He looks so different right there.
He was in the tanning bed way too long. He was dark, and he wasn't greasy.
He looked like a gigolo.
Yeah.
Well, that was the whole point.
The little feather in the hat.
Oh, man.
That's how he pulled Charlotte.
Hey.
And, Ty Dillinger, he was so over at that time, the perfect 10. And I thought it was a solid opener. Ty Dillinger, he was the guy to put the people over and get the people all warmed up. I enjoyed it. But my thing is, how come Shawn Spears not on the main roster right now? What's up with that, man? All Cody's boys on the main roster. How come Shawn Spears not on there? The chairman.
Well, one, he's not interesting right now. I think is the most important part. He's not really over that much. And he's got the school in Florida. He probably wants to stay home. He's got kids and stuff. It's all right. They don't need him.
You don't like the culling? You don't like the culling?
I like their music. Music is really good. But that's kind of where it ends for me. I love Ty Dillinger. Huge Ty Dillinger mark, though, back in the day.
I'm with you on that.
You're definitely over. All right, well, like I said, it was a solid opener. The Andrade looked pretty impressive. What's your thoughts on the match, Ringside?
I thought it was pretty good. It's probably the second best match for me on the card, to be honest with you. Dillinger came out over as hell. I always loved his entrance because he'd get in the ring and he's just throwing out his arms and he's so hyped up and the crowd is hyped up. And it's weird calling him Almas now or Cien Almas and not just Andrade. It was so foreign to me when I was writing out my notes. And he hit him with the Meteor at the end to finish it. And that's probably the first time that a Meteor has finished a match. Or the last time a Meteor has finished a match, because now it's just it's a throwaway transition move. But he hit him at 100 miles an hour. He was fucking hauling ass.
Yeah.
Really good match. They gelled really well together. Really crisp super kick by Dillinger at one point. So, yeah, it was one hell of an open.
Does it matter?
Yeah, I think it does.
All right. Platano, what about you?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. This match, I thought originally this was going to highlight more Ty Dillinger, but because they said this was his debut, I guess they was going to show a little bit of Cien Almas. They explained that this is the first time he had wrestled without a mask on for a while or at all, because most masked wrestlers they come from Mexico or wherever they're from and they can still keep the mask. And good for them. He don't need it, man. Good looking dude, can wrestle. He had the look for it. I know the gigolo thing you guys talk about. It was like, what the hell? But when I first saw him, I'm thinking, all right, this is just gonna be like Angel Garza, Humberto look for him in the beginning. Just like I felt like this is not gonna get him to the top or the main event where he's at right now, in my opinion. But it was a decent look, good showing for him. I love the tranquilo where he's just sitting in between the ropes, and I don't think anybody really understood that in the beginning. It reminded me so much of like Andrade was starting to become this modern day version of Eddie Guerrero. Not there, but this is what Eddie Guerrero basically wanted to leave as a legacy. It wasn't just about masked wrestlers doing luchador moves. It was actually guys who are Latin stars actually getting over and having some kind of character besides just being luchador X or luchador Y. Triple A right now is just going crazy right now, and it's part of it is the legacy that Guerrero had left for us. So to compare one another, it wasn't there yet, but man, Eddie left something for us to look forward to the future. And Andrade, I hope one day we see him as AEW World Heavyweight Champion. For me, and not just because he's Latino.
Didn't they say at one point he was the IWGP, was it Intercontinental Champion?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. All right, well, Platano, does this match matter?
Absolutely. And I'm with you on that.
Hollywood
This
strap.
might be the second best match of the night.
I think so.
Maybe number one. Maybe.
We'll see. Hollywood Strat, what about you?
As a matter of fact, El Idolo beat Shinsuke Nakamura for that IWGP Intercontinental Championship.
Ooh.
Yeah, check that out.
One of my favorite wrestlers of all time is Luchador X, Abel. So how'd you know? Tremendous guy. Wonderful merchandise. It's just an X on his T-shirt. But man, yeah, Ty Dillinger. I mean, we all know it's super over right here, right as Ringside said. But I gotta say, he had the most ridiculous goofball outfit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he
What
looks
is that?
like a Star Trek villain.
Yeah.
And he's like a mechanical 10 box thing on his front or back. And it doesn't make any sense. So you take it out of context. It looks absolutely absurd, but it totally fits in the world of professional wrestling. So tremendous there. And you have Andrade Cien Almas. Talk about shoving a gimmick down your throat. Cien! The fans will love it. They'll chant Cien! Cien!
No, they won't.
No.
Never.
No, they won't, and
No,
they
they
did
won't.
not. I mean, to see Andrade now, holy crap! Like, talk about the growth of a superstar and just maybe as a person, as a superstar, as a wrestler, he was already phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
He's incredible now, and here he was at NXT, and he became NXT champion, and he got to the main roster and all those things. But it's like, man, he just never did it for me. One of his best matches, in the future is with Johnny Gargano. And it's like, have one great match. Can that make your career? Of course it can, and it's like, he'll be regarded as that. And his current AEW run is awesome. But right here, man, he looks so generic, man. He looked like the waiter at Fogo de Chao, this guy. And his outfit with the little, the hat and the suspenders and the feather in his cap. He should have taken that out because there's no feather in the cap for this hombre. But he just wasn't. He never did it for me. But he would only grow and progress as a character, as a wrestler over the years. So it's really fun to just see him like this. He just looks so. I mean, no, he looks great. Got the tan, got the slick hair, got the cut beard. I'm like, this nonsense. He looks great, but he looks very generic. Just like Abel said, he looks like Umberto and Angel. So super generic. I'm glad he got out of it, so good for him. But yeah, this opening match, the heat was all there, but the heat was all on the wrong guy. The heat was on Ty Dillinger, and they're trying to push Cien. See, I am using it. They're trying to push Cien here, and they're giving him the respect, but they're all about 10. But either way, it was a fun, hot opening match. Not particularly long or anything like that, but it does matter. It was a lot of fun, but the showcase was unfortunately on the wrong guy.
Platano, what does CN mean?
100. So
So you got-
Andrade,
you got
100.
10 versus 100.
Yeah, the 10 versus 100. It just I was like,
bleeding.
Oh,
I'm like, oh,
I
why
think
did they do
Graves
that?
said that at some point during the match. Phillips goes, "Oh, he's the perfect 10," and Graves goes, "Yeah, but he's CN. That's 100. That's 10 times better." And it
Yeah.
was a little something like that.
all right. Well, makes sense. All right. All right, BDC, your thoughts.
This match almost got me in trouble at work. That's what I get for watching it at work. Damn if I should have been answering calls and getting tickets. Sorry. Anyway, it was a good match. I will tell you, when I first saw Andrade come out, the first thing I thought was the only thing he's missing is a couple of hoes and an invitation to the whole train in Spanish.
Oh,
That was the first thing I thought about.
oh.
But once the action got started, it was a really good match, and I really enjoyed it, which that's the reason why I had to stay a little later to catch up. Yeah, it was a really good match. I enjoyed it. Match definitely mattered. Was a great opening match, to me anyway. And yeah, it's crazy to see where these two guys are now. With Ty Dillinger, of course, being the chairman, and with Andrade now being El Idolo over in AEW, going back and forth and everything he's gone through in his career since he debuted and hit the main roster and left and then came back and then left again. You know, it's just fun to see the origins every now and then. And
Yeah.
and then for it to not be a crap show to go along with it is always a plus. So definitely a good match, definitely mattered.
Well, since
Well,
you
it's
said he wanted
unanimous.
to, yeah, it does matter. But since you wanted to say he was gonna be like a Spanish version of Godfather, instead of being called Cien, he would be called Padrino. So Andrade El Padrino.
El Padrino?
Then that could have
Okay.
worked.
Yeah, I mean, you basically put him out there in the Godfather's outfit, so why not? The
Yeah.
only thing it was missing was a vest and color. That was all that was missing.
And Channing Tatum.
If we see this on AEW, you know where we got it from, where they got it from.
Yeah.
That's from us.
The
All right,
difference
well,
is
it's unanimous.
stupid.
Perfect 10 and Cien.
The only difference is now though, Andrade's got the black mask kind of theme from Batman, Sionis. So that's why you
Yeah.
see the mask, and I'm just like, okay, I know where that's going, and I love it.
And a banana hammock.
Stop it.
It's a plantain.
The Platano. All right. All
I'm
right,
not
well,
touching
next
that.
up,
But I'm not
Shake the
touching
tree.
same tree, same
Shake the
cloth.
tree. Shake the tree. It might come down.
Oh, man. All right, well, next up.
Maduro o Tostón.
Cien.
All
We
right.
have the Revival taking on America Alpha. This is for the NXT Tag Team Championships, and we already seen these guys go before. This time, the Alpha is their first title defense right here. So, Ringside, what are your thoughts?
Well, there was no chance in hell it was going to live up to their match at TakeOver Dallas. It's just not possible. One of the greatest tag matches of all time. But they tried. It was really good. They didn't repeat any spots that I could point out, which is good. It's very innovative by both of them. When at one point Dawson, I think the bald one, he kept trying to elbow Gable, and Gable just kept rolling out of the way, and then finally rolled out of the ring and just popped him. I thought that was really funny. I don't know. It just got me. And Jordan came in for a hot tag. It was perfect. He was like a house on fire. It was wonderful. And yeah, just really good, solid ass match. I don't want to say it was a letdown from a Dallas match, but it's a step down. It is what it is. It's okay. Still a great match though. And I had really no recollection of most of this card as far as winners and losers. Blew my mind that American Alpha lost the belts in their first defense.
Yeah, same here.
And no
Same
idea.
here.
I thought they had at least 2 or 3 like TV matches or TV defenses, but nope, nothing. All done. So, but no, it was good shit.
It was short lived.
Yeah.
So, does it matter?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, I thought it was a decent match. These guys, all four of them, they definitely couldn't go. I like I like when Chad Gable was trying to get the hot tag to Jason Jordan and Scott Dawson, like low bridge him, cut him off to do.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was dope.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm like, see, that's tag team madness right there. That's some good stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
But when Jason Jordan got that hot tag,
Oof. Crowd was fucking
Yeah.
losing it.
Yeah, man. The drop kicks, the suplex.
Taking the straps off and just like a
Yeah.
maniac.
Yeah. And seeing Chad Gable go out this time too, he definitely
He was over
evolved.
right there.
Yeah. He was good, but yeah, he just definitely picked up the pace, and yeah, he was good. And I enjoyed the match. It definitely mattered for me. I love FTR. I love Chad Gable. Jason Jordan, his career is short-lived, but that's what happens in this business. So, Platano, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a really solid match. I didn't really watch. I don't remember watching the Dallas one. To compare notes. One of those guys where once I'm done with the show, it's out of my mind for the most part, unless it's left something memorable in there. There were some spots, like you said, where the cutoff spot. I like that. Dash. I think one time, Gable was trying to build up momentum, and then he cut him off with an uppercut from outside the ring. I love that. That's tag team 101 right there, man. This is why FTR to me is A1 right now. It was just seeing where all these guys ended up after watching this. I was just like amazed at where they're at right now. Like you said, short-lived, unfortunately, where Jason Jordan is. Maybe he'd be world champion, maybe he not. We don't know where his career would have been. He had it. He had the look. He can go. For some reason, NXT, everyone was a fan of him, but then when the main roster came up, it was a different story. Gable, I thought originally was just going to stay as a comedy act for the entirety of his career with like a little bit of a Kurt Angle vibe to him, but not as quite. And you see where he's at right now. But to me, FTR, bro, this was an FTR match all the way through and through. They knew how to cut off the ring. They knew when to get the tags in. They knew when to distract the ref right when they needed to do. For me, it was a perfect match for FTR. American Alpha first defense, and they fail. That just shows that Triple H knew where he had to butter that bagel. So,
So it doesn't matter.
yes.
You don't sound so enthused.
There was parts where I was like, ugh. All right, get it over with.
All right, Strap, your turn. What about you, buddy?
I think that, of course they had a lot to live up to, and, the rematch, people got excited for it because they want the same emotion, the same feeling that they had in the previous match. I can think of, WrestleMania 3 and then WrestleMania 4 with Andre and Hogan. It's like, oh, that wasn't even close. And even in that the WrestleMania 4 tournament, people salivating that the Ricky Steamboat and Macho Man matchup via bracket, and it didn't happen. But people always have that high expectation. So there's already this ingrained high expectation of what this match is going to be. And, it wasn't, he couldn't live up to it in a certain way. So maybe if you watch this standalone and deliver, but it's been a while. It's been a couple of years. But you still have that memory. So that memory could kind of pump up a match. So you watch this thing and it's just a little less. Maybe it's the venue. This is at Full Sail, and the other one was in the convention center in Dallas with a fly-in crowd, a WrestleMania crowd, So what I'm trying to get at is that it might have been a little disappointing. Still excellent work done, but maybe like it just didn't seem as fresh because it wasn't their first match, in front of a televised audience. So just being a mean guy here today, I'm going to say it doesn't matter, because if you want to watch these guys compete, go to Dallas and watch that one.
All right, BDC.
Well, I think pretty much everyone has said it. When you have a match and is an insanely great match, you set a bar that every other match you have after that is going to be measured against. Dallas is that bar. And quite frankly, there wasn't going to be too many other matches that they have that was going to get close to that bar or overtake it. American Alpha was a tag team that I was a fan of in NXT. It was cool to see Jason Jordan wrestling again because it's been so long since I've last seen him wrestle. It was nice to see him in the ring doing his thing. And yeah, when he went off, he went off. And it was cool to see how Chad Gable really worked right alongside him at that point. And then of course there's the Revival FTR, who they're just a consummate tag team, and they're always they're your tag team's favorite tag team. That's pretty much the best way I'm going to say it. They are just consummate professionals out there. And they take care of business every time. They nail it every time. Does the match matter? I mean, it matters from the standpoint that American Alpha only had one title defense and they went 0 for 1. You know, it matters because FTR became the first 2-time tag champs at that point. They were the first team in NXT history to be tag team champions twice. So I mean that's a mark in and of itself. If you're judging the match, of course you're if you've seen Dallas, you're not going to judge this match nearly as highly, but it does have its own merits. So this match does matter.
All right. Well, it does matter. Sorry, Strap. Our next match, hold on, before I even get to the next match, we have a debut. We have a new tag team. We don't know their names, but we know who they are. They are the AOP,
Yes.
Authors of Pain.
Yes,
and they
indeed.
come out and they take out American Alpha. And then we see this bald-headed guy come to the ring or come to the aisle, and the fans are chanting, "Who are you? You don't know who that is? That's Paul Ellering."
Well, Tom didn't know who he was either, so he was like, "Who's that?" Corey Graves was like, "That's Paul Ellering, you nincompoop." But he didn't call him nothing. He was like, "That's Paul Ellering."
It's so funny because Graves was so mad. That's like, that's the greatest manager of all time. Prior to this,
He managed Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. What's the matter with you?
prior to his return, they didn't talk about Ellerling once for the last 15 years on TV. So it's so funny that all of a sudden, now that he's back, he's one of the greatest of all time.
It's a big deal.
You know?
He's a WWE Hall of Famer.
I get it, but like, come on.
Yeah, I wouldn't call him the greatest manager of all time. And
No,
we've had this discussion before.
Y'all got a bracket for that one? I'll be mad about it if you do.
Oh, you can't wait to hear this one.
There's not that many managers out there.
It'll be a short episode then.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows Bobby the Brain Heenan will win, though.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, Heyman, 1 and 2,
Heyman?
1-1A.
You don't want sunny days?
Yeah, don't put that in 2K.
You don't want
What
Sister...
is Yokozuna doing with a run-in?
You don't like Sister Sherry? Scary Sherry? Sensational Sherry?
Don't give me
Damn
any
it, woman,
ideas.
calm down.
No, it ain't gonna be in 64 managers in the...
Nah.
That tournament
Probably
will
do
be
16. That's it.
There's like 4 hearts in there.
Who's alive?
Jimmy. Jimmy and his seafood.
Goddamn.
All right, well, our next match, we have 2 veterans, 2 stars, 2 completely different styles, and they are here on the TakeOver stage. We have Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Austin Aries, and I enjoyed this. Nakamura, he's over a double. They're talking about his match against Baron Corbin, which I didn't think was all that. But this match right here, it started off slow, it picked up, and my God, it cooked. This match matters. That's all I got to say. Ringside, go ahead.
Yeah, saying like started off pretty slow. Like, I shouldn't say pretty slow, but it was a slower, methodical pace, I guess. And the last maybe 5 or 6 minutes was just like they were kicking the shit out of each other, hitting the big moves, and yeah, it was pretty good. Although, like, I got beef with Austin Aries. He's very good. I've always liked Austin Aries, and except he completely stole his nickname, the greatest man who ever lived. That's like a Weezer song from 2008. And they never got credit for it, and I'm peeving about that right now. I'm just saying. But But no, yeah, really good match. When Nakamura came off the second rope with the knee to the back of the head, Phillips screamed Kinshasa, and Graves goes, "No, no, you idiot! That's not the Kinshasa." And then you're gonna call
I
it
love
right.
If you're
that.
gonna do
Yeah,
it, do it right.
and
Yep,
then,
I love it.
which was an excellent if Knock ever goes in the Hall of Fame, they have to use that sound bite, that drop for it, because that was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
perfect. I thought that was great. Yeah, really good match. Two great workers just going at it. It was good shit. And Aries being his natural heel, I think, was much better instead of him being, standing up to Baron Corbin for the little indie guys. Like this is his lane, is being
Yeah.
the asshole, which isn't too far off from his personality, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was good shit.
It was good shit. Platano?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. The beginning of the match started off slow, but then it really got hot towards the end. I like the fact that the crowd actually knew what Shinsuke Nakamura's finisher was before he got to WWE. It was not called the Kinshasa. It was actually called the Boombaye. And as you Boombaye, it is Boombaye. Boombaye? It is Boombaye?
Nah, Boombaye.
Boombaye?
Boombaye is the black dude in MLW.
Is he? I don't watch MLW. My bad.
Dom, if you say it with more confidence, people will just totally believe you.
Yeah, you do. You got me. Maybe. I don't know. Either way. I do like the fact that some of the fans are kind of smart. And this is around the time where NXT, they really are getting all the best of the indies. And honestly, this is like really the best of the indies at this time. They were getting everybody who was hot. Everybody. If you wasn't part of NXT, apparently you was missing out. So, yeah, I do like the fact that the crowd was a little bit on the smarter side, and they understood where these guys came from. But man, I just wish the match didn't start off so slow. I wish it picked up a little bit quicker, but the ending was perfectly fine. Because there was one time maybe I thought Shinsuke was gonna lose when he was in the front chancery, and then I was like, he ain't getting there. And once he hit the Kinshasa, it was over. I do like the stiff hits though. I was like, ooh, those were live rounds. Those are some live rounds.
They're laying it in, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Strap?
Have you ever heard of what the pro wrestling in Japan is called puroresu?
No.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't? Oh, 1 out of 5 dentists. But
Wow.
pro wrestling in Japan was called puroresu, which it's like, oh, that's how they say it or pronounce it. It's just it's literally how they say it because they have broken English. Puroresu.
I'm sure, but when I say
So
that, it's a big deal.
So you're talking about the Bombayes, the Boombaclots. In the Japanese commentary, they call it they just call it the Bomaye, basically. So whatever, it all something boom, bomb, But it is based on that city in Africa somewhere. But yeah, the slow beginning and then a hot finish. That is New Japan pro wrestling style, because all these Okada, Tanahashi, Naito matches. It's like you heard, oh, this is a great match. It's like, okay, let me check it out. And as soon as you start it, you're just like, oh, man.
It's like like a slow roast. You just like sitting there. You're like the first part of the match. You're like,
yeah,
it's not pink yet.
Unless you're in one of these boxes.
Still a little bloody.
But so that being said, that it picked up tremendously in the end. That's probably, I don't know if he did or could, but that's Shinsuke calling the match, or Austin Aries giving the tip of the hat to Nakamura. So great respect there. And the fans absolutely loved it. It made a hot environment eventually, but they were hot for both competitors as they came out. So even with his criticisms, hey, we're talking about this match. We're not talking about the previous match or the match before that, where American Alpha and the Revival were, doing their bit, but it just wasn't killing it for the crowd. But this one did. So Nakamura and Austin Aries, tremendous stuff. Maybe I'm biased because of old Knock. So we'll give it it does matter. Boy.
BDC, what about you?
Yeah, well, Nakamura was one of the hottest things going in NXT at this time. He was so amazingly over from his debut on. It was just amazing to see. Austin Aries, Austin Aries is Austin Aries. He's technically gifted, and he can adapt. And you put the two of them together, and you have a pretty decent match. Everyone's pretty much talked about the pace not going to be the dead horse, but ultimately the match delivered. You know, his Kinshasa. I said it wrong. Look at that. I said something wrong, Dom. I said something wrong. His Kinshasa looked so deliberate and looked so devastating after the first knee drop to the head that Tom thought was the Kinshasa. And just so much of his offense at that time, which it's weird because you don't really see it that much now that he's on the main roster. So much of it just looked like he was just wailing on him. It's like he got to the main roster and they were like, "Oh, you can't do that strong style stuff here. You gotta soften it up. You gotta make it look like pro wrestling." No. Let him hit somebody and look like they might have actually drew blood. Let him do that. He's great at that. But nonetheless, it was a good match. I liked it. I did enjoy it. And anytime NXT Nakamura is in the ring, it matters. His run in NXT was pretty damn good. He didn't have really like medium to poor matches in NXT. So every one of his matches matter to me.
I agree.
Well, it's unanimous. This match matters.
All right. Before we move on, though, I got a question for all you guys. Yep. At this time, Okada's coming up in New Japan, and say Nakamura doesn't leave New Japan, does Okada become the multi-time IWGP champion and the man he is today if Nakamura never leaves New Japan? And does Nakamura end up going to AEW because of that?
So basically, they swap roles.
Not even swapping roles. He just never leaves. He just stays in Japan and he becomes the star that he already is. But he just stays home.
I can't answer that. Strap have to answer that one.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
I can't answer just because I wasn't watching New Japan like that. So
yeah,
because Nakamura was over even back then. I mean, he was
he was insanely over there in New Japan.
He was the one guy that did, huh?
They say he was the Michael Jackson of New Japan.
Yeah, they said he was a mix of Michael Jackson, Freddie Mercury, and somebody else. Just can kick your ass.
Charisma was through the roof with him.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that, Strap? Say Nakamura never leaves for the land of the West and stays in the Far East.
I think who it affects most would be Naito. I don't think Okada would have been affected at all. Okada was already on the path because he was Ghetto's favorite, and he was targeted to be like. That's how they do it. That's how they did it over there. Sure. It's like, I'm picking you, and we're going all the way with you until something really silly happens. Like, remember that? I don't know if you knew that dude that barely jacked up. And I think his name was Kimura. Or
Kitamura?
He was just a super Kitamura. Yeah.
Eric's favorite.
Kimura is a hold.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that guy. He was super jacked. He was a New Japan Lion, and I don't know exactly what happened, but a combination of he did disappear, he did get a motorcycle accident or some kind of accident, and then he passed away. This beast of a dude, and that's just life. I mean, it had nothing to do with like something in the ring, but as for like Nakamura, if he didn't leave, what would happen to what would be going on? It's like, well, he would still be like Tanahashi was treated. Tanahashi was still used at a main event level for many years after that. And just keep in mind, like, okay, Nakamura left, AJ Styles left at the same time. Would either, if AJ Styles stayed and Nakamura stayed, what if Nakamura stayed only and AJ left? And how how would that affect Okada? How would that affect Kenny Omega? Right? And there is no AEW to go to, and Ring of Honor is not enough of a thing to be there at the time. But anyway, if Shinsuke stayed, I think he would just be another one of the guys in the top mix. And like I said, I think Naito would have been affected the most. But if you don't know this one, like one of the Wrestle Kingdoms, their big show of the year, the world title is supposed to be the main event, right? And the world title match was Okada and Naito. But Naito wasn't, at that point, he was not over. He didn't turn into the Los Ingobernables guy yet. He was still like the white meat Stardust babyface. That was his nickname, Stardust. And so that was the main event for the world title, Naito and Okada. But they were new, the young guys. But the most over was the other main event, Tanahashi and Shinsuke Nakamura. So they put it up to a vote, and they said, the fans pick the main event of Tokyo Dome Wrestle Kingdom. And the fans voted for Tanahashi and Nakamura.
Yeah.
Ooh, that really stuck in the craw of that Rainmaker, that new main event guy, Okada, and that, proverbial G1 Climax winner, the Royal Rumble winner, Naito. And that put a bitter pill into Naito. Then he turned heel that summer, and that's when I started watching New Japan and the G1 Climax that summer. And Naito, he would just, he changed his whole gimmick. Like I said, he was just a babyface, a white meat babyface. He comes out, he's heel, he wears a silver mask, he's got like a hooded character thing going on. He walks slow as hell. That's what Tranquilo comes from, because he's like, I'm taking my damn time. People are like, get with it, bro. We got 20 matches to go.
Yep.
But yeah, that led to, Okada and Naito being megastars for New Japan. And yeah, he had to leave. I mean, but yeah. So if he stayed, I think it would have affected Naito the most. And Nakamura would have been totally fine. As for WWE and NXT, they had a great 2 years out of this guy in total, probably, over his long career there now. Could he have been used better? Absolutely. Is he one of the guys that thought should have been a WWE champion? Absolutely.
Yep.
It was a sin that he lost to Jinder Mahal at the SummerSlam in Brooklyn.
It was the right call. We were dancing in the streets, John. The streets. Dancing in the streets when Jinder won. Streets.
Yeah, this brown guy wasn't.
Should have been. We all were having a very good time.
God.
It was
I'm
a
not
postmodern day for the Russia.
Oh. Well, I got my answer.
Oh, man. Way to go, Strap, for the knowledge. Way to go.
Thank you.
For our next match for the NXT Women's Championship, we have Asuka defending her title against Nia Jax.
Oh,
Asuka, she
don't need to
is
see that
undefeated
face.
in 6 months. Nia Jax, she's tearing up the women's roster.
Hurting people.
Yeah.
How things change.
I know. Too
So,
big for the
here we
roster,
go.
Dom. Too big for the roster, Too ugly for TV, so she's too big to her. You know I was going to bring this up, too.
They showed Nia Jax dominating the division. Asuka's been undefeated for 6 months. Nia says she's not afraid of Asuka. And then Asuka's like, you too big. Yeah, I fucking lost it. You too big. Then Nia just beat her ass. So, yeah, they ain't do that no more. Be a star. Oh, man. Yeah, that shit was funny. You too big. That was funny. Well,
I'm sorry,
bell-
that's not funny, but it's
No, that's
Of course it's funny. What's wrong with you?
That's fucking funny.
That's fucking funny. Sensitive people don't listen to the Doesn't Matter podcast.
that is true.
well, the bell rang and Nia Jax, she kept up with Asuka. She
Yeah.
really did. She
Yep.
definitely showed out. But
Well, she was hungry for some Chinese.
so I'm gonna show you why I'm so big. But yeah, it was good. I still think their other match they had, what was it in was it London? That's the London one I was talking about beforehand?
That was Bailey.
Which one? Asuka and Nia Jax. Which one was it? The other takeover.
Oh, I don't think that was a takeover. I believe that was just an NXT.
Was that UK, something like that?
Maybe, actually. Could be wrong.
Could have sworn. Ringside, you should know this.
I don't. The problem is we're going out of order, so I can't.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
the
keep.
thing.
So from now on, at all the NXT shows, we have to do an order. We just have to.
That's why I was
Hell no.
confused. We kept going back
Absolutely
and
not.
forth, but it's all
No.
good. But I know,
We'll figure it out.
but I know these ladies had another match, whatever,
course.
and Nia Jax lost. But yeah,
wasn't
but
ready
she
for
looked
Asuka.
good. She definitely showed up. Asuka, she know how to control the big girl. She took her out. A lot of kicks, a lot of knees, a lot of strikes. Knee to the face. That's it. Like you wasn't gonna tap her out. You had to knock her ass out. You had to.
Mm-hmm.
And it was decent. It was a solid match. I enjoyed it. It mattered to me. So what about you, Ringside?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't feel like Nia has improved in the last 10 years since this match took place. She's still doing the same shit, the same spots. She's still fumbling around. She's still hurting girls. If this was on the main roster at this time, it would have been like, oh shit, that match was awesome. But the bar for the NXT women is so high. The match was fine. It was for me at least. It was fine.
Yeah, it was solid.
Yeah, it was solid.
It was solid.
Definitely a step down in competition for Asuka because Nia Jax is just, she big. So it's like whatever. She's very limited at what she can do. But it was fine. Like I don't know. It was all right. That's it. That's all I got. I got not much for this one, unfortunately.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it's mattered. It's Asuka. It always matters.
All right. Platano.
I forgot about that part where she said she's big.
You big.
I probably skipped that part because I was like, oh, this is gonna be boring. The match was all right. Yeah, it was one of those matches where it reminded me a little bit of like Bret Hart when he's going against one of the big men. Normally Bret doesn't really figure out a way to get the big man down till later on. Unfortunately, Bret never had an offense like Asuka where she can kick the hell out of you and put you to sleep. It was a solid match. Nia did the big man basically moves and all the stuff that she needed to do, dominate and keep Asuka down until Asuka got that fire up and ended it. But to me, it don't really matter to me. The match wasn't. It was lackluster in my opinion. It could have been better, but I can't say Nia wasn't bad in the match either. It just wasn't memorable for me.
All right, Strap.
I think if you put it in a certain context, as in like, okay, well, this can't be the typical Asuka match. This can't be a typical competitor and competitor match. You have a special situation because someone is big. So you have to modify the match a little bit. And in that sense, it's like you just you're preconditioned to say, it's not going to be good in the traditional sense.
Mm-hmm.
So if you accept it, like, okay, it's going to be a special kind of match. It's going to be a giant versus a non-giant match. If you take in that context, then sure. And it was, relatively short compared to what we're used to. So unlike the American Alpha match, I'm feeling nice about this one. So I will say it does matter because I thought it was unique enough, it was different enough, and it stood out enough, and to acknowledge for what it was, I think it does matter.
All right. And I made a mistake. Her takeover match at London was against Bailey for the title.
I was right.
All right. So, all right. I was wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was still a good match. I enjoyed it. Anyways.
It was a good ending. I'll tell you that.
My hole. Anyways.
Not there
BDC.
yet. Not there yet.
The Asuka guy. What are your thoughts?
A couple more dates, you will be.
The Asuka guy, as I was just named, like
she's
this
free
match.
now, so you got a shot.
Yeah, no, I don't. Let's look. I'm a realist.
Why not?
I'm a realist. Part of me having a shot would be actually knowing who she is or knowing anyone who's remotely close to her, to which I have none of that. So I don't have a shot. I'm a realist. Anyway, as far as the mech... What?
No sushi for
As
him.
as far as the match goes, focus, people. As far as the match goes, it was a good match. And yes, Nia Jax landed on her hole in this match too. She just didn't scream it out for everybody to know. She had her warrior scream, which was summarily shut up by Knee to the face, which was hilarious.
Mhm.
But this was the Asuka who would take a punch to the face, do like this, smile at you, and then hit you harder than they hit her. So I wasn't surprised by that. She did everything she could. Once she got Nia Jax to get Nia Jax on the ground, and then once she got Nia Jax on the ground, she did everything she could to submit her as quickly as humanly possible. So it was ironic that Nia Jax did that, I guess what we'll call a primal scream, which led into the primal knee, into the primal face, and getting primally knocked out. It was a good match. I think all of Asuka's matches were important in NXT because, hell, she went undefeated. And I don't bash Nia as hard for this match, because, she had kind of an undertaking too. I mean, it's not as easy to get into a ring with somebody who's smaller than you and to be able to kind of pull back, to not be as aggressive and to not be as intolerant of someone's ability to take pain. And she did all right. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like she was out there just mucking shit up left and right. It wasn't like she was out there making all these mistakes. She actually hung in, and she allowed Asuka to be able to get her offense off as best she could, and not turn it into a big old botch fest. So I thought the match mattered. I thought Nia did better than a lot of people will give her credit for at this point. And Asuka's Asuka. So she's, at this point, she could do no wrong. So.
All right, well, this match matters. And now it's time for the main events. We have a steel cage match, the first time in NXT history, and we have your champion Samoa Joe taking on the Demon, Finn Balor. So here we go. We get this match, and I thought it was pretty mid, to be honest with you. It was just like a regular wrestling match, and I'm just sitting there. I'm thinking while I was watching this, I'm like, something happened in this match. I'm trying to remember. Like, did we get a coup de grace off the top of the cage, or did we get the muscle buster?
You got a muscle buster. Yeah. you got a hella muscle buster. Yeah, that's what you got.
Crazy. That super muscle buster off the top of the top rope. Yeah, it wasn't off the top of the cage, top rope. Ain't no way in the world, bro. Ain't no way.
Nope.
Ain't no way.
I'm not quite sure what Finn was going for, whether he was trying to escape the cage or he was going to try to do a coup de grace off the top of the cage, but it never really materialized because Samoa Joe grabbed his foot, laid him out on the cage, and then proceeded to roll him right into that super muscle buster. I will say that for a Demon match, I was disappointed.
Yeah.
Because for a Demon match, Demon is far more aggressive than Finn Balor ever is in his matches. And I didn't get that here. He seemed more hesitant, like he was trying to really feel things out. And that kind of led to disappointment right away, because it's like, yo, why isn't he just going for broke? And he wasn't doing that.
That's why I said it felt like it was mid.
Yeah.
Because when we had NXT TakeOver Chicago, that first
he goes
punch or
for
headbutt, my man Samoa Joe just started bleeding like nothing. Like, all right.
Yeah. He goes for
it felt more right there. That's why I had to look. I'm like, wait a minute, when did this match take place? I had to go back. I was so confused. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they have to stop the match because of the bleeding? Or
Yeah.
oh, okay, that you think maybe Samoa Joe was supposed to win that night, and that's why
No,
they had him drop the belt.
I don't think so.
Oh, that was also a storyline.
Because this is 2016. Chicago was 2017. So I'm trying to figure it out what the hell happened, because they already showed like beforehand. They had like 4 matches beforehand.
They did
So
it
this-
in Dallas. They had the match in Lowell where Joe won. They had this match. I feel like they had another house show that like made it to TV or something. But yeah, they wrestled a lot that those couple months.
Oh, and let's rewind right quick. William Regal backstage. We see Bobby Roode walking backstage,
Bob
And then he
Roode
gets
just
called into a
walking by,
meeting.
just chilling, just
Yeah.
walking.
Yep.
and Corey Graves. Oh my God,
Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode.
You never know who's gonna show up at Full Sail, Phillips. You never know.
Yeah,
Hey.
so it just weird, just
I've
going back and forth with this. Go ahead, Strap.
now see, but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna hush.
You'll never know who will show up. Is that Paul Ellering?
Yep.
Is it my turn, or did it look like I was about to say
Oh no,
something?
we just going in.
We're just
We in the cage match.
just joshing.
We just joshing.
If anybody wants to know more about the TakeOver Dallas show, then check out the It Doesn't Matter podcast episode on NXT TakeOver Dallas. And then
No.
he finds out I was on that one. No,
I wasn't on that one. Yes, I remember.
Well, it's my turn anyway. I guess we'll just do that.
Go ahead.
But no, I feel you, bro. I'm right there with you. It's like some of these, just like it's a rematch. It's a rematch thing. You know, it's just like you have the memory of the hot thing in Dallas, and then here comes, it's supposed to be a steel cage match, supposed to be a little bit more amped up and hype, but I never fell for that trick, man. I mean, the steel cage gimmick, it's like it doesn't work like it's supposed to anymore. So it doesn't mean as much. All you're doing is cutting people off. And you want to talk about a Hell in a Cell match from an in-person perspective? That was me, Armageddon 2005 at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. And it's like, man, I just couldn't see anything. It just makes it worse. It's like, I can't. Is that Orton? Is that Undertaker? I don't know.
Could have been worse with the red lights.
Oh, man. It would make you cry if you're Seth Rollins.
Oh. I told you that was stupid.
But these guys, they're pros, and they they had a hot finish, and it just reminds you, like, hey, the demon character can be beat, and it was beaten.
It's the first time he got beat.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
to hold exclusivity on the main roster wasn't going to happen, but it happened anyway. But yeah, it's just missing something. It's just one of those situations. It's like, yeah, it's okay, it's good. It's just something a little lacking, and I wonder what that is. And it's like, well, maybe it's the gimmick of the cage match. And yeah, you want to put some extra hot sauce on it, then yeah, do the muscle buster from the middle rope. We already know it's a devastating maneuver. Ask Tyson Kidd about that.
Ooh.
And there we have it. So bank on that. Bank on Kidd.
Ringside, what are your thoughts?
I thought it was pretty good. Like everybody else said, it's nothing crazy. I thought the coolest part of the match was the way the cage descended from the ceiling.
That was dope.
It's just hovering over the ring, and then it just does one of the... That was so fucking sick, man. It was so cool. But no, the match was really good. And I liked it. It wasn't the Dallas match, but this is not the Dallas show. This was at Full Sail. It wasn't at the Convention Center, Sportatorium, wherever the hell we were. But yeah, it was good. The Muscle Buster off the second was great. My favorite spot was probably when Finn was walking the tightrope at one point, kicked Joe in the face as hard as he
Kick the
can.
shit out of him.
And then it was like a murder-suicide, because then Joe gets knocked out, hits the ropes, Finn gets crotched. It was a really good spot. Yeah, it was good. Nothing crazy. Balor, or the Demon, losing for the first time was definitely a shock. Did not expect it at the time. So, but yeah, it was good. Good stuff. It matters.
Yeah, I thought something was gonna happen like after the match. Like, all right, it's taking a little bit long for Joe to get out the ring, and he just stand on the ramp. Like, okay, maybe Bobby Roode gonna come up. Nope.
I thought somebody was definitely going to debut, because that's what they kept doing this entire period, where main event's
Or just-
over. Here's the next guy.
or even tease Nakamura.
Yeah.
Since he just beat Austin. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. All right, set that match up, but
Nothing.
I don't know. I forget.
It'd be really cool if Nakamura came out at the end of the match and said, "You big."
It would have
But in
been.
the end, he's come on.
Oh man.
That would have been good though. You big.
That is funny.
Big.
Well, Brock Lesnar said that to who the hell he said
Keith
that
Lee.
to? Yeah, he
Keith
did.
Lee.
Big boy.
boy.
Big
Big boy.
motherfucker.
Big boy.
Rick Ross said it too. You big motherfucker.
Is everybody like? Is he deceptively that big? Pause.
Who?
Keith Lee.
You can't
Oh,
say
he's a
for
big
everybody-
motherfucker. I seen him. He walked right past me. That's a big
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
was sitting.
That dude's
You
that dude's
should have been there
wide.
because you was asleep in the car. WrestleMania in Dallas.
What?
Me and Roger.
Don't remind me about the bad times, man.
Me
Don't
and
remind
Roger sitting there, getting ready for the WrestleCon show. We seen everybody at the hotel. We seen me and Yim, me Cien. I'm like, oh, he's around. I'm like, he's definitely gonna be around. This big motherfucker walking around wearing all pink, like trying to be discreet. Like, come on, man, we know who the fuck you are, bro. You're limitless, Keith Lee. Like we know. He's like, holy shit. Like, I, like,
Keith
marked
Lee is
out
like a
seeing this
little
dude.
hug juice beverage.
I
Raven
fucking hate
Red.
you, chat. I hate you.
Purple
I
flavor.
hate Strap.
Bruh.
I hate Strap because it's true.
I hate your guts, bro.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. Bask in my liquid.
Man.
All right, got 4 minutes.
All right. Well, does this match matter?
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
it matters.
I guess.
It matters.
It matters. Does NXT take over the end? Does it matter?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It definitely does.
And
Well,
I give
Ringside, thank you.
I give NXT credit since I wasn't asked my opinion of the damn match.
You kicked it off.
Look, I wasn't asked my opinion of the damn match. I was not asked my opinion of this match, but it doesn't matter because it matters anyway. But we give NXT all the credit in the world of knowing how to have their hot free agents showcased on their shows and who their hot free agents are. They're former world champions. They are big names where they come from. They are not guys who are barely mid card sitting in the front row at an AEW show chewing gum like he's somebody when he ain't really shit. We're just gonna leave it there. We had this conversation on our last show. Give NXT credit because this was the time when they were doing that. They had their free agents and they would have them sit out in the front row. They kind of started that, and you know they had their big names and they had their heavy hitters and they knew how to showcase them. And the show, by and large, was great. The sneak reveal of Bobby Roode was pretty damn good too. And that's all I've got to say since I wasn't asked about the damn match, so it's all good.
Well, the match definitely matters. The whole show definitely matters. You want to find out some more? BDC let you know on another episode. But next
Sure
week
will.
is Strap's Choice. We're going to talk about an Olympian. We're going to talk about the world's strongest man. We're going to talk about a world champion. We're going to be talking all about Mark Henry. We're going to talk about the Hall of Pain. And we're going to talk about all the respect that Mark Henry deserves. And does he matter? Tune in the next week. Hopefully my internet ain't fucked up, but we're going to get that one off. That's for sure. Well, I'm the host. I'm Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here with BC. I'm here with Strap Facts. I'm here with Platano. I'm here with Ringside. Ringside, thank you for choosing this show. And we will see you guys next time. Boom.
Just like this show.